Am I live yet? Let's check. Hey, Artsal, Free Spirit. Wait, I don't even know if I'm live yet. Let me check. Dun, 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 dun. Hello, everyone. I still have a cough. Okay, I think I'm live. Hey, Artsal. Hey, Free Spirit 88. Thank you guys so much for joining me for today's live stream. Hello, Shamey Games. Thank you guys so much for joining for today's live stream. This is just going to be like really chill. I want to answer any questions that you guys have, any questions that I've been seeing popping up in the comments section, or anything that you guys want to say today. Good day. Conquering the lion of the tribe of Judah. How long can it take to learn Chinese? Oh, hey, I don't speak Chinese. I'm in Japan. I can speak Japanese, but I don't speak Chinese, sorry. Alright, so nice to meet you. Hey, Bahamut. Hi. So this morning, I was really working out all of the bugs, trying to make sure that this live stream goes okay. I felt really bad about the last live stream, so hopefully everything will be okay this time. If you guys see, if you see something, say something. Here, let's move that there. Nice to meet you. Hey, hi Lacey. Hi Anthony. Look, I even dressed up for you guys. Yeah, I woke up really early this morning to really get things going. I'm wearing my grandma's pearls, by the way. I don't really wear my grandma's pearls. I don't take them out the house. Hey Anthony. For breakfast today, a really simple breakfast because I'm not feeling really hungry. I just have like toast with jam. Looks and sounds good. Okay, thank you so much for your spirit. Thank you. Guys, there's just like so much stuff going on. So much. I'm just like trying to make everyone happy. I'm really good at making people happy. But I have to always remember to like leave time for myself, which I keep forgetting to do. Yes, love the outfit. Thank you so much, Free Spirit. I'm going to bring my bearded dragon. Nice. I kind of wish that like you could like, I don't know, we could like share like pictures or whatever, because I want to see the bearded dragon, but at the same time like I can understand how that can get out of hand very quickly. I'm still like setting up a few things right now. Looks and sounds good. Okay, I'm going to bring my, okay. Yes, love the outfit. Oh, thank you. How long does it take to learn Japanese? Is it difficult? So Japanese, excuse me. I started studying Japanese when I was like 8 or 9 years old, and I was self-teaching myself. And I really did well like with the writing. Even now, like my writing is pretty good. My kanji, I can guess the meanings of many kanji, but many people can like after you learn like a lot of the basics. Yeah, so in the very beginning, I was really focusing on becoming fluent in Japanese, but after I traveled to other countries and everything, I realized that fluency is not necessarily needed when you're traveling. So I'm not fluent in Japanese. I'm only fluent in English, barely English, my mother tongue, but I'm conversational in Spanish, and my Japanese is conversational. Like I can speak Japanese, I can understand Japanese. To get to this level, how long? It really depends on the person. So when I'm studying another language, even Russian as well, when I'm studying, let's see, okay. We can see you and hear you. No lag and no Wi-Fi problems today. Okay. Hopefully, I'm error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming as such, viewers. What can I do? Okay, sorry, I just got a notification from YouTube. Hopefully everything is okay. But yeah, it really depends on the person. So a lot of people just want to become fluent in a language because that's all we know. You're either fluent or you don't speak the language. But fluency really is not needed to learn a language. So I'm giving a really long answer. But if you fall in love with something from the country, then you can become conversational very quickly. So for me, with Russian, I was in a Russian environment. Everything I knew was Russian. All the people around me were Russian. I went to Russian stores. And because everyone was speaking Russian, I really wanted to communicate with them. So I immediately, like, I don't know, just like the words started to stick, and I was able to understand Russian and use like the words that I knew to continue conversations. I'm not conversational in Russian anymore at all. Um, with Spanish, it's similar. Let me just check. Yeah, with Spanish, same. I started learning Spanish in school. And yeah, I had many Latino friends. And when I went to Peru, I was working there. So it was pressure for me to be able to speak with the people I was working with. So yeah, that was my motivation. So really, Judah, it really depends on you. If you're studying a language just because you want to study a language, I don't really think you're going to become conversational so much because you're focusing on studying a language. You're not studying on what that language can do. So it can take forever in that case. But if you like fall in love with like I don't know, like the music of a country, like I love Spanish music still. I love telenovelas. Then you can become conversational in a language very quickly. Oh wait, it's delayed a bit. I still need to watch your soul food video. Looking good. Hi, yes, we can see you and hear you. No lag, no Wi-Fi problems. Hello. Hey, Crystal. How is it now? I don't know what to do. Buffering. This morning when I woke up, I did like private live streams just to test everything, and it seemed perfectly fine. What the hell happened? I don't think it's my Wi-Fi. Why are the houses in Japan so small? It's not necessarily the houses in Japan are small. It's more so the houses in like Tokyo. Similarly to why are the states in the US on the East Coast so small? It's because they were populated the most. Is everything okay? Sorry, like, is everything okay? Can you still see me? I don't. Um. Yeah, if you stay in Tokyo, the apartments are small. Just like if you live in New York City. New here, and I saw your channel and have gotten interest. Oh, thank you, Crystal. Um, yeah, if you live in New York City, then the apartments are really small. It's the same. Hmm, どうしようかな. Oh, okay, Anthony, you said everything is working fine? I'm so nervous about this because I don't know if it's working or not. I'm using like so many different, I'm looking at so many different screens, which I don't know is a good thing or not. And I still have a cough and I'm not eating. But yeah, Japan, many people, when they think of Japan and they think of like Tokyo and everything, they think that like it's so different. But in reality, it's no different from any other country. Would it be worth living in Japan for more than 10 years? Would it be worth it? That depends on you. A lot of foreigners stay in their bubble. Like, I've met so many foreigners that have been in Japan over 10 years, even 20 years. It's possible, and they don't speak Japanese. So it's possible. But if you want to, I think it's more rewarding if you make friends and you talk to like Japanese people, even if your Japanese isn't so good like mine. Hey, I'm here. Hey, Happy Lola. What did you cook? I just have like toast with strawberry jam. You need to drink water. I have water. You're currently at a brewery. Have a drink for me. In Japan, what is a good spot to go to? I always wanted to go, but so shy. If you come here, like, Japanese people are very shy too, so there's no worries. A good spot to go to. So, for marketing purposes, a lot of like websites and a lot of other YouTubers say like, oh, the hidden place, or like no foreigners have ever come here, and this spot is where you have to go. Really, that's pretty much a lot of Japan. There's a lot of places where many foreigners don't go because they just don't know of it. And there is no like specific places. I equate it to like when you go to a new area of town and you're hungry and you just go to a random restaurant and the restaurant is good. And then you start telling everyone you have to go to this restaurant. In reality, you didn't try all the other restaurants. The other restaurants can be just as good, if not better. But because you only went to that restaurant, you're telling everyone to go to that restaurant because that restaurant is the best. I equate like lots of other YouTube videos and like websites to be the same. The people, they go to like, maybe they're in like a new area of town and they go to one restaurant and then they had a good experience and they're just like, oh, you have to go to this one, but it's just because they only tried that one. So my point is, I have like long explanations, but my point is, there are so many places like off the beaten trail where you can go and you will be shocked everywhere you go, pretty much, because it's very common in Japan. In the neighborhoods, the houses are very close together. There's going to be random temples pretty much everywhere. So wherever you go, you're going to find like a random temple. It's going to be cool. So in order to find these places, just get off the train and just keep walking. It doesn't really matter the direction that you go in. By the way, I made this toast like at 8:05 or something like that, so it's been sitting. It's chewy. Judah, you asked me if I've ever been to China. No, I've never been to China. Never had very strong interest to go to China, honestly. Seeing like Shanghai would be cool, and I've had many Chinese American friends, but I don't have that big of an interest in China, honestly. Actually, I've been meeting more Chinese people and they've been so cool. So I have been making new Chinese friends, which they're really cool. Because actually in the States, like I've never had Chinese friends from China, you know, I've always had Chinese American friends, which is different. So I've been meeting and hanging out with some Chinese people, and it's really good. So yeah, I'm interested in them, but I've never had a strong interest to go to China. In Japan, what is a good spot to go? Okay, I answer that. How many screens do you have? Yeah, I can see you. Thanks. How many? I only have this screen, but I have different windows up. So I have like my YouTube, like YouTube Studio screen up. I have my YouTube like regular page up, so I can see what you guys are seeing. And then I have the Streamlabs set up right now. And then I also have my phone to see how it looks like on like my phone. Just keep going. For some reason, when you stop and start moving a lot, then it lags or becomes slightly delayed. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Maybe I should move so much then? Oh, no, that's okay. I'd rather have long than short. I'm like the same dude. Okay. Greetings and salutations, Jazz. Hey, believe in yourself. What's up? Hello, how y'all doing? They seem to be very adept at spotting and following trends. Yeah, a baker taught me Japanese, and then I studied martial arts. Sweet! Nice! We found a cool local Japanese restaurant in Minami Senju in Tokyo. Yeah, there's like so many, like honestly, because of Japanese culture, just like doing your best for the most part, a lot of restaurants that you go to, not all, but a lot of restaurants that you go to are going to be like really quality. So it just so happens that I guess, especially from America, we're not used to so many restaurants having that such a high level of quality that when we go to just a random restaurant, we really like pump it up like, oh my God, it's the best, it's the best. Am I being pessimistic? Or I'm being a realist. But yeah, like a lot of foreigners and just like, it's human nature. I feel like when you try something for the first time, yeah, because it's new to you, you keep like pumping it up, not knowing that everything around you is maybe equal. I don't know. Does that make sense? I'm gonna eat my toast. Hey, Sturbo. Okay. Guys, I'm I have it planned for a video, but I don't know if I should tell you guys the secret now or just like I don't know. I'm not good at keeping secrets, honestly. I'm really not. But maybe I should keep it a secret from you guys. But something big is happening in September. There's gonna be a few videos about it. I'm just really lucky. It's fine here. The most common question, and probably you have answered, so sorry, but how is it to make friends? How to make friends, Crystal. So yeah, like the theme of a lot of my videos recently has been on this because now that I feel like I have found the secret of making Japanese friends, oh wow. Oh, by the way, there's a typhoon. It's like kind of like ending, but so I don't know if you guys can hear the wind. I have like a sound reduction thingy on. But yeah, so when my first 5 years in Japan, I didn't really have many Japanese friends, or the Japanese friends that I had were all like westernized. But recently I've been making more friends, Japanese friends that like don't have any interest whatsoever of going to the US or Western countries. And yeah, they yeah. So now that I feel like I know the secret of how to make Japanese friends, it's kind of frustrating for me when I see other content creators and people saying like, oh, you can't make friends with Japanese, or like it's very difficult to make friends with Japanese. It's just not the same way that we do in the West. In the West, it's very easy, like, well, it's easy because we're familiar with it. If we go somewhere, many times people like recognize us or whatever, they you naturally just start becoming friends, right? But here in Japan, you have to make the first step. Even if you do not speak Japanese fluently, even if you're not conversational level, you have to open it up to them to say like, hey, it's okay, you can talk to me. So recently I've been hanging out with Crazy Boy a lot more recently, but I also have met other Japanese people too that don't like to be on camera, so I can't really record them, especially like my Japanese female friends. They don't like being recorded. But the way to do it and how I met all of them for the most part was in Yoyogi Park, just like going up to them. I was making a video, but yeah, just like some of them I didn't record at all, and I'm just like talking to them, just like, hey, like, do you live near here? Or just like lots of people that you meet in Tokyo are not from Tokyo, they're from other areas in Japan, and I'm interested in those areas, so I would just ask them more about their prefecture. Yeah, but long story short, the way to make Japanese friends is to open the conversation. You have to make the first step. And I'm a pretty shy person, so it's kind of difficult for me, but especially when I'm making a YouTube video, that's my first goal. So I put my shyness aside so I can make content for you guys. And yeah, that's how I made Japanese friends. I just talk to them first. And if I don't understand something, it's okay. Or if they don't know how to, or they don't usually speak English. But yeah, tell the secret. Is it a party? Getting my afternoon workout. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of events where I would go to where it was like open, like the events were listed in English, there will be like a lot of Japanese people there that want to learn English, and they look at you as like an English teacher, right? Which isn't bad if you want to study Japanese, because they can be your Japanese teacher. For me, language exchanges don't really work so much, just because you have to be the same exact level, or the person has to be worse at the language that they're studying, so you can stay in that language better, easier. Yeah, if that makes sense. But if you can read Japanese and write in Japanese, and you go to Japanese events intended for Japanese people, it's much easier to meet people there because they don't feel the pressure to like really speak English so much. But yeah, a lot of foreigners, when I feel like I'm like now just like, anyway, a lot of foreigners, when they come to Japan, they stay in their English bubble and they go to events that are in English. It says just like Japanese English language exchange or Japanese English. This is in English, meaning that the main audience are people that speak English. And so there's going to be a lot of foreigners there. But if you really want to make Japanese friends, or meet Japanese people, you have to read Japanese. You can use Google Translate. Go to like events that are intended only for Japanese people. Yeah, is it a meet and greet in Japan? Oh no, please be safe. Oh, I'm fine. I like the wind. Now I'm really intrigued. Yo, one question. Is it hard to find a Christian church in Japan? If I went to Japan, I would like to meet my Japanese brothers. Oh, no. There's quite a few churches. Actually, there's one near where I live. There's quite a few churches. Especially in Tokyo. In Tokyo, you're probably... Tokyo and South Japan, there's quite a few Christian churches. And happy science. You will find what you are looking for. Yes. Saludos desde el norte de México. Hola, ¿qué tal? Me gustaría ir al México. Hey, beautiful. Hey, Andy. I know food tastes better when it's made with passion. So I wonder, does that food taste good over? Yeah. Is it passion? I don't know. I shall hit them with the, it's hot, cold here, right? 暑いですね。寒いですね。You know. That's expensive. Yeah, I usually use that line when I'm meeting like older Japanese people, because there's so many like elderly people here, right? So like, don't leave them out. Like the elderly people, they just want to talk too, because some of them just live by themselves. They don't really talk to, like, their family doesn't call them or anything. So it's really good to talk to the elderly people too. I have quite a few elderly friends like in their 80s and 70s. So much fun. You guys know Bread Lady. I have two Japanese grandmas. One of them, she's just like so spunky, and I'm like always afraid of making a mistake. She speaks English though, but we speak in Japanese. But I'm always afraid of making a mistake because she is sassy. Like, she spent time in Canada, and I don't know, she just has sass, but she's hilarious. I shall hit them. Yeah, nearly missed you tonight. Sorry. No worries. I love you. Oh, thank you. This is my grandma's necklace. Yeah, I don't actually, this is probably my first time wearing this necklace for something. Like sometimes I'll just like randomly put it on to remember my grandma, but like I've never worn it out, or I've never worn it for like a live stream or worn it for something. So I'm wearing my grandma's necklace. You guys can say hi to my grandma. Japanese friends in Japan, just by sitting there in area and pretending to be lost. Oh yeah, you can pretend to be lost too. More so in like Kansai area. Like every time I go to Kansai, people just randomly start talking to me. And actually Crazy Boy is from Kansai, and that's why I don't really understand his Japanese, because he uses like the Kansai dialect. And it's been mingling into my Japanese, so people are just like, why are you using both Kanto Ben and Kansai Ben? Kanto dialect, Tokyo dialect, and Kansai dialect. People ask me, but it's because of him. But yeah, like after I talked to Crazy Boy first, you guys see he's in my videos now. But like, that's Kansai people. They're just super friendly. I love Kansai people. Yeah, be safe. Crazy Boy, English practicing video, a little bit was good for him to learn. Yeah, Balham. Yeah, Crazy Boy, but he has no interest really in speaking English. Like sometimes he'll say like, okay, let's try to speak in English, and then he loses interest so quickly. He prefers Spanish. He wants to learn Spanish, so sometimes I speak to him in Spanish. And that'll work. I'm your biggest fan. Hey, Lesego. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Have you had any racist remarks made towards you? This is a big topic, Lacey. It's a really big topic. I have videos on this, and it's kind of bothering me recently. And actually, I was interviewed just a few days ago for something in regards to this topic. I don't know if I can answer all of that right now, but I have videos on it. Long story short, I have had some racial incidences, racist incidences happen to me here in Japan, but the thing is, when you see YouTubers, there's such a big topic. When you see when people talk about the racist things that happen to them in a specific country, especially really take it to heart if the person lives in the country, because a lot of times you'll just have random tourists talking about racist things that happen to them in different countries, when in reality, I'm not discounting those experiences, but when you are only traveling to a place for a short period of time, you are using your home country's mindset to analyze certain things. So one of the common examples, I'm in quite a few Facebook groups for foreigners coming to Japan. One of the classic examples is Black people who come to Japan, and they feel, everyone feels kind of defensive when you go to a different country. People think that those people, the locals, are talking about them. We always feel on edge. Everyone. no matter the country. We always feel like when we're in an environment where we don't understand the language, those people are most likely talking about me. And so like there's been so many stories of like Black people that come to Japan, and they say like the people in the train were talking about them and they couldn't understand everything, but they heard black. They heard black, buraku. But in reality, in Japanese, buraku means something that is like takes advantage of, or like is usually used in terms of like Black companies which take advantage or exploit their employees. So a lot of English speakers, when they hear black, I'm Black, they must be talking about me. But in reality, the person maybe is talking about like their work or their company. It's like a Black company. It's not a good company. It's something like this. But a lot of foreigners take this to heart. So that's the first point, is like you have to live in a country, or you have to be mindful of not to use your American mindset or your home country's mind to analyze a completely different country, because you maybe don't understand everything about like their culture or the language maybe. The second thing is, when many people talk about incidences that happen, like even when I talk about racist things that have happened to me in Japan or like in a different country, the reason why we talk about them is because they are not the norm, so it stands out. So I'm very mindful, especially now, when something happens to me, which doesn't really happen often, I'm very mindful about what I say on social media, because people really cling to negativity. And so if I just tell you just like, oh, racist things have happened to me in Japan, people classify Japan as being racist. But in reality, I forget like all of the racist things that happen to me because it doesn't happen so often. Yeah, there have been some things, but it's completely different. I wouldn't really count it as racist, more so just like, oh, they don't know. And then but the thing about Japan is like when you talk to people, you can talk to people, but I feel like in the US, when something racist happens, people judge you before they like really, they don't, in the US, like they don't give you a chance to like not redeem, but like to like show who you are. Like I feel like in the US, people won't service you because of your skin color, or because people don't like you, or in the US, like people will attack you maybe vocally or physically because they don't like you. Yeah, in the US, it's more direct. Like, you know, this person doesn't like you, they will tell you. But in Japan, it's more so like they'll ignore you, but you can still talk to that person. And then when you talk to them, you can see like the gears switching, like, oh, okay, that's possible. But it's not all Japanese people. It's just like random people, and it doesn't happen that often. Does that answer your question? Jasmine likes her friends matured. Yeah, I do. Definitely. I also heard that Japanese people don't sit next to you on the train, but I didn't find that. They would try and sit on my lap. Anthony. So it's called like, what is it? The empty seat. Yeah, this does happen. So how can I put it? This is strange because like when I was living in Tokyo, it didn't happen so much. So when I lived in Chiba, sometimes it would happen. So Tokyo is like one of the world's major cities, right? Tokyo, New York, Berlin, like all these major cities, there's going to be more foreigners, right? So in Tokyo, they're kind of more used to foreigners. And so like in Tokyo, I never had this problem. When I lived in Chiba, that's when I started noticing just like, oh, okay, sometimes people didn't want to sit next to me. Not always, like, not always, but sometimes it would happen. Now that I moved to Yokohama, because I was living in Nakano before, remember? I was living in the wooden box. But when I was living in Tokyo again, Nakano, I completely forgot about the empty seat. I'm just like, oh, it doesn't really happen to me anymore. Now that I moved to Yokohama, I started noticing it more. Like there's more people that don't want to sit next to me. So this happens. But again, you can use like, how can I put it? Like I even took a video of it happening. Like when the train there will be like so many people on the train, and then no one really wants to sit next to you. I asked Japanese people about this, and they said like they're afraid that the foreigner is going to talk to them. They're not going to understand the English. Yeah, so maybe that's a case. Maybe that's a factor. I also think like Japan as a culture, Japanese people, they like, it's like group mentality, right? I don't know how to put it, but in the beginning it used to bother me more, but now like it doesn't bother me as much. Yeah, but the empty seat definitely happens. I don't know what else to say about that though. Yeah, I don't know, like there's so much more I want to say about this, but it's like difficult to put into words. Like I really needed time to like really gather my thoughts. Ohio, Jasmine. What's today's topic? Onegaishimasu. Today's topic is just answering your questions. And eating my toast that's really chewy because it's cold. I can't eat. Servo, you see, like they were just talking about the Afro Samurai thing, anime. But black people in Japanese are called kokujin. If you hear kokujin, okay, maybe they're talking about you. But like, it's like so common in like the Facebook groups that I'm in. It's like such a common story. Just like I'm here for just like a month. I'm here for just 2 weeks or whatever. And like the Japanese people, they were talking about me, so I gave them like really dirty looks. And I'm like, oh, did you speak Japanese? No, I don't speak Japanese, but I understood black. So you just gave them a dirty look because they were talking about their company. And maybe they were looking at you because you were looking at them. This is not a pass for all situations. Yeah. But all I can say, because I was interviewed about this just a few days ago, but all I can say is that in America, like, it's just more direct. And so when I'm living abroad, not just Japan, when I've been to other countries as well, in Peru, like there's not really animosity behind like the stares, or like I wouldn't really have people yelling at me, calling me like racial slurs. In Peru, I would get people yelling at, like, calling out to me because like I'm a girl, a female, but it was never like racial. Yeah, and I think like when people ask me these questions, they're looking for just like, is Japan racist in the sense that people will chase you down or hunt you or attack you? No, it's not racist like that. I guess the word black means basically all kinds of monkey business. I may be wrong. Become a composer of the type of questions that offer an inclination to feel uplifted by answering. Encourage a sharing of stories that may open doors for you that, interesting. Hey, I just came from one of your other videos. Hey, Joanne. Thank you for being here. It sucks. I hate this cough. So annoying. But yeah, thank you for being here. People smash, yeah, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. I really want to grow this channel. Yeah, let's grow. I noticed that curiosity was often present and would overcome. Yeah, no. Shyness, in my case, shyness usually overcomes everything else. But yeah, I would receive like curiosity stares quite often, especially from children. And sometimes I would just talk to the children on the train, and people would be like, then people would start staring and just like smiling. I noticed that, yeah. If you could, would you house a reptilian pet like a leopard gecko or a crested gecko? I like furry animals. I love dogs, but obviously can't have a dog. Maybe like a rabbit? Maybe I have allergies to rabbits though. I don't know. Gecko, it's okay, but I prefer furry animals. Literally all but 2 of my comments have been humor. It's a homogenous society and collectivist society, so are apprehensive still about foreigners, but by engaging as a Black person, it is very easy to change perception. Well, that's the thing, Anthony. And actually, when I was doing How We Made It in Japan, I recorded Kemushi-chan, and we both agree that like when it comes to Japan, like for the most part, most people have an image of like what white men are like here, so they have an image of that, and kind of they have an image of like white women and Black men. But as a Black woman in Japan, I feel so much freedom because it doesn't seem like they have so much like a perception of what Black women are like. And I feel like if you're another minority that's not Asian, you probably get that pass as well. So yeah, like of course in Tokyo you'll probably find like more people that are familiar with like hip hop or just like, I don't know, Beyonce. But overall, like when I go out to the countryside or like in Kanagawa, I live in Kanagawa, like they don't have that preconception. So for me, it feels like a completely empty slate. I'm just starting off as a foreigner. Hi. Yeah. How, what about the COVID-19 situation in Japan currently? I hope it's getting better. I haven't checked recently, but I know like last week or whatever, the numbers were increasing. Right now, though, all of the news is about the typhoon. The typhoon. There's a typhoon. The typhoon has pretty much blown over though. Pretty much. My favorite moment was when I had noticed an elderly lady was starting at my Doc Martens, so I did a mini runaway walk for her. Once she realized I was watching her, she looked mortified. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram. You should. But I found a spicy chicken donut sandwich in the supermarket, and it was one of like in Japan, like at the end of the day, like the bento, like the prepared meals, they go on sale, and it was one of like the sale things, like a spicy chicken donut sandwich, and I showed you guys on Instagram, and like me and this like older guy were just like staring at it, just like, what is this? Like, I've heard of donut sandwiches before, but I've never seen it in Japan. I've never seen so much mayo, because like Japan likes mayo, and I'm like, ew, and it had lettuce on it, like lettuce in a donut. Like, okay, if it's chicken, but like, and both me and the guy were just like staring at it, and then that was a perfect time for conversation. So this is when you should start a conversation. So I told him just like, it's strange, isn't it? And he looked at me and we both laughed, and he's just like, I've never seen this before. And I'm just like, yeah, I've never seen this before either, and I'm from the US. Because it's just like, I know donut sandwiches, but yeah, these are the type of situations where you can have conversations. I'm not saying like, and many other YouTubers, when they say like speak Japanese, we're not saying that you should go bother like just random people anytime, any place. It's more like when you're in a situation like this, where we're both looking at something and just like trying to figure it out, that's a good time to start a conversation. Or if you're at a park or something like that, depends on the park, but yeah, that's a good time to start a conversation and talk to people. But if you just go out and talk to like random people on the train, or just like random people and they look busy, you could be bothering them. Her smile was so big. Aw. Yeah, how was that sandwich? It was interesting, Free Spirit. Like I said in the video though, like I could taste all of the ingredients separately. Like they didn't mingle at all. The lettuce, I don't think I like lettuce on a donut. The donut was really good. It was fluffy. But yeah, it didn't really blend together so much, but it wasn't bad. I just didn't like the lettuce so much, and there was like so much mayo. Yeah. Would I buy it again? Probably. If someone else bought it for me, then I would eat it, but I don't think I'd buy it again. Is the English there ever off or used in the wrong way? And if it is, how do you react? Oh, like almost every day, Shamey. Almost every day. Yeah, I think... Actually, I posted on Instagram just like, what, yesterday or the day before yesterday too. There is always like incorrect English, or just like really questionable English. There's so many English like phrases or words that they use that have like a sexual connotation, and they don't know. They don't know. I posted like a video on Instagram the other day. But it happens all the time. How do I react? I take pictures and I post it on Instagram. Take care of Jasmine for me, guys. Oh, Andy, have a good night. See you. Thank you for joining. I do eat block of cheddar sandwiches made with bread, mayo, and a big hunk of cheese. Block cheddar sandwiches. Bread, mayo. I can't. How? Like, meh. No gracias. Are a fan of Japanese anime? Am I? Yeah, I like Japanese anime. Actually, I've started rewatching Naruto from the beginning. I'm trying to skip all of the filler episodes. You should have warmed up the donut. Cold chicken is not nice. Well, like, it was in a container that, it was like a non-microwavable container, and I looked in the directions, didn't say to heat it up, so I just ate it cold. I thought about microwaving it, but like, wouldn't they have put it in a microwavable container? Like, if it was microwavable? Nah, that sounds horrible. Yeah, it was just like the mayo and the lettuce for me. That's just like, meh. What made you go to Japan? So I studied Japanese when I was younger, and yeah, when I was living in Peru, I like just I don't know. I didn't even have a dream about it. I think I just woke up and I was set on Japan. I'm just like, I studied Japanese when I was younger. Let me go to Japan, and I bought tickets to Japan within like what 2 hours of waking up and getting the idea, and then after I came to Japan, or after I bought the tickets to Japan, I realized just like I don't have that much money to stay in Japan long term. Like, what can I do? So that really lit a fire under my ass to like find a way for me to stay in Japan for that time period. And that's why I made like I say this all the time, but I really have to update it. But when you guys sign up to my free email newsletter, there's a link in the description box. You automatically receive like the PDF of everything that I used to get me to Japan. So when I first came to Japan, I was volunteering, so I had a place to stay for free. And you can use what I did for any country. I'm great about how it's really awkward how Japan is still the only country in the whole world that remains closed for tourists. Please tell Mr. Kishida to ease it up. Khalil, so this is my secret. This is my secret. Like, I'm so bad at keeping secrets. But I will make a video explaining this. So I'm just going to tell you I'm so bad at keeping secrets. I'm just going to tell you guys. I'm going to tell you guys. So my cousin is coming to Japan in September. He has no work visa. But he's coming to Japan. He has clearance. He has the visa to come to Japan. So my cousin will be here, and I will make a video about how he did it. I know you guys are probably gonna ask me now, like, how did he do it? Yeah, no work visa, no like nothing, but he got a visa to come to Japan. He will be here for like 2 weeks. No, he also doesn't have like the planned trip thingy. So Jasmine's going to marry us all so we can get a spouse visa. I don't have permanent residency though, so I'm not Japanese, so sorry. You know, like, because I have so many like American or just like foreign guy friends that have taken that route, like I don't know why they tell me this stuff, and I don't, well, obviously like they don't think of me as a girl. Like that's the only conclusion, and but they tell me like so much crap, and it's really bothersome, but like at the same time, like they aside from those issues, they're pretty nice people, they're pretty good people. But yeah, I know so many like foreign guys that come to Japan just looking for Japanese girls for visas. Yeah, and they're like really blunt about it. And like there's this one time where I had like a difficulty, I think I told you guys, with my visa here in Japan, and I was dating a Japanese guy then, and like the offer was on the table. I was like, oh fuck, like, oh sorry for cursing. My mom said I need to stop cursing so much in live streams. But yeah, that offer, like I almost yeah. And then I had like another Japanese boyfriend where like it was just like so there have been cases where I almost took that route as well, but I didn't want to be married. Yeah, I'm so happy everything worked out though. Here, you can DM how he's going to do it. I swear I won't tell. Ranch dressing is very versatile. I love ranch dressing. I haven't had it forever. Meh, Jasmine details. I know, I'm so sorry. Like, you guys probably definitely want to know how my cousin is coming. It was definitely a hassle, but really it only took like, it didn't even take that long. It didn't take long at all. Like my friend's mom My friend's mom got turned down to come to Japan. Her mom and my cousin, we're not even like, we're blood related, but my cousin is coming. So, but I will say, if you are planning to come to Japan, go through the embassy in Washington, D.C. It seems Jasmine understands guys well, Loki. It's here. I hear it's very common. They get married to get pregnant. Yeah, it's super common, but it's like, it's. I like the way my guy friends treat me is very different. So like I like that side of them, because it's not just like a handful of guys. It's like a lot of foreign guys here, but they'll tell me stuff. Where and I try to tell them just like, you know, these people are people, right? They're not just a visa. But yeah. How old were you when you first came to Japan? I was 20. I think I was 24. I think I was 24 when I first came to Japan. I think so. You've cussed like 5 times in the last 6 months, so say you're good. Tell my mom that, Servo. Tell my mom that. Because, like, she watches my lives. Like, I didn't know that she watches them. Because, like, when I was making this channel, like, I have to keep backing up. When you are creating something, when you are, like, following your dream or you're creating something, the people closest to you are not going to support you. They're not going to support you until you start making way into it. So like my family did not watch my stuff, did not like support, not necessarily support, it's like no support, no not support. Didn't really care at all, nothing, until I started like making, I don't know, making traction or whatever. So I was like really shocked when my mom told me, she's like, why do you curse so much in your live streams? She's like, wait, what? You're watching my live streams? Well, first of all, but yeah, I'm gonna try to stop cursing so much in my live streams. I don't really understand people. Oh, wait. Swear away, Jasmine. In London, we swear all the time. Jasmine, you've cut. Okay. I don't really understand how people like condiments, like ketchup. Oh my god, Shamey, I love ketchup. I love ketchup. I don't like McDonald's at all, but like there's just something about McDonald's like regular just cheeseburger with ketchup and the little onions. I like that. So if I probably go to McDonald's maybe like 2 or 3 times a year. I haven't even been to McDonald's at all this year, I think. But when I go to McDonald's, it's because I really want the ketchup and the little onions. Excuse me. Yeah, I love ketchup. So if ketchup can mask the McDonald's taste for me, like ketchup is my love. Love ketchup. Jasmine, I don't know why I like the cleaning video so much. I think it's maybe it was the yoga pants. No, that's my like go-to clothes. Thank you. Is your cousin coming from the US? Yeah, he's coming from the US. You're one of the pros. Good joking. Simple house cleaning video within 1 week vlogs. Oh my god, those vlogs, man. Those vlogs. I still have one video from that I didn't release because the last video with Crazy Boy was supposed to be released on Thursday. But because like when I'm releasing a video and there's someone else in the video, especially if they're another YouTuber, like I want us to grow together. Really want us to grow together. So if I edited that video like I edited the other vlogs with minimal editing, I don't feel like I would, like the video wouldn't do so well. Like all of the videos didn't do that well in the beginning. I wanted to really like do better, especially like if there's another YouTuber in the video, because I don't want us to waste our time. Like we spent this money, we spent this time. Like I like spending time with Crazy Boy, but like we spent all this money and the equipment and all this stuff. We prepared all this stuff for this thing. There has to be some return to it, right? So yeah, I wanted to put in more effort. So that video, usually it takes me like minimum about 18 hours to edit a video. Recently that video took me like maybe like 11 hours, 12 hours, which still there's so many things I want to change. There's like the order I want to change with the video so badly, but I still wanted to do like the week vlogs. So I'm still kind of frustrated with that video. But yeah, I still have one of those videos left. I just don't know how to upload it because it's like the Friday video, but that Friday's gone. So like, what should I do? So your cousin is visiting with a visitor visa to Japan, correct? A tourist visa. I think tourist visa. I don't know. He showed me the visa. It's in his passport. So please, Jasmine, spill the beans. I'm going to interview him. Like, I'm going to interview him. Thanks for demonstrating. Servo, Servo, your comment got flags held for review, but I want my mom to see that because that's pretty much like how she is. Yeah, she's like, watch your fucking mouth. Yeah, that's my mom. That my mom would definitely say something like that. Look pretty, lady. You be you. You are too. So thanks, believe in yourself. Yo, Jasmine. Oh my god, how can one hate ketchup? How can one? I know, right? Gizmo. I'm just like reading your comment first. What's up, Gizmo? How are you? Stay out of the Caribbean. Really? Oh, by the way, yeah, we have to link up sometime. Yeah, thank you for being here. No, keep cursing. It's the spice of life. Guys, if you guys don't know Gizmo de Trini, you guys should definitely check out his channel. Like, I love him and Tully's, like, what is it? Kuro Couch. I love those videos so much. But you guys should definitely check out Gizmo. McDonald's little hamburgers, still love them. I haven't been to McDonald's like 7 years. Nah. We essentially drown stuff in ketchup or pepper sauce. Oh, I love ketchup. Pepper sauce though. I can't really do spice so much. Shout out to Jasmine for doing a live with a little light cough she has. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I had like a cold and it was a legit cold. Well, over a week ago. But the cough just won't go away. It's annoying. Oops. With the downturn in crypto currently, what crypto are you holding? So right now I'm focusing only on Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if you're not familiar with Bitcoin cycles, I follow that. So during this time, sorry for the crypto talk, guys, but during this time, I focus on Bitcoin, Ethereum, mainly Bitcoin. And then after the halving is when I start switching into the altcoins. That's my strategy. Hex. How long is a tourist visa? 3 months. Are you buying Ethereum for Ethereum moving to proof of stake? Right now, like, I'm not following as closely. I follow, so when you follow like the news very closely, like for especially with crypto, like it's very easy to get like sidetracked of like the bigger picture. So I realized when I first started investing in crypto, I was like really focusing on just like every single day, like following the news. For the smaller projects, yes, you have to do that. For the bigger projects like Bitcoin and Ethereum, you can take a kind of a backseat because I was trying to do so much. So right now, my strategy, even with stocks as well, is just buying and holding and buying and holding. And for crypto, I'll wait until after the halving and then I'll start paying more attention. Yeah. Then I'll be making like more active moves. How long will you stay online for the live? Oh yeah, what time did I start? I started at 8:30. Yeah, then I want to study too, and then I have to start editing the next video. Yeah, so I will be leaving actually. Usually I leave in like 9:30. So we have 6 minutes, guys. Since tomato is a fruit, is ketchup a jam? That you're like asking the real questions, Shamey. You're asking the real questions. Is it a jam? I don't know. Speaking of which, I still didn't really eat my toast. It's so cold and chewy. Oh, believe in yourself. Interesting. Jasmine, do you still do crypto? How long it took to know what you're doing? Yes, I still do buy crypto. And I also teach people also how to buy crypto. But don't ever trust anyone that comes to you to teach you. So if you guys come to me, yeah, but I do charge. how long did it take me? So I paid someone to teach me from the guest house, actually. Yeah, because in the guest house there were like so many traders. There would be like commodities traders, there's forex traders, crypto traders. So the guest house is really good for that. Yeah, but I paid a guy to teach me, and he just taught me like how to open my accounts and where to go for information, and that's really all you need. And that took me maybe like a few months, and then after that it's just experience, and you learn from experience. So now actually I put together something, because like from the crypto videos I had people from all over Japan flying to Tokyo to see me so I can teach them. So that was another like business I was doing. I do not give financial advice whatsoever. I just teach you how to open your accounts and my strategies. That's it. That's it. And that also falls under like I have a business license in Japan. It falls under that. So everything's legal. So King, full answer. It took me like technical knowledge. It took me about maybe like a few weeks, because the guy taught me in a few weeks. But then I'm still learning every single day by experience, just like checking up on my stuff, like seeing like what's this. So I'm good. We'll definitely link soon. Tally has been really busy because in the middle of moving, so still ironing out of date. Link up will help. Okay. Do you go swimming this summer? Where? I didn't go swimming yet, but I have plans to go swimming this week actually with Oriental Pearl. I have begun a blockchain analysis course to learn how to follow the money. Nice. And actually, I made a course as well. And that's what I use to teach people. Actually, I was teaching Crazy Boy and his Japanese friend. Oh my god. Japanese, like blockchain Japanese is just like, I couldn't. We had to use like a lot of pictures. I think I still have pictures. Like, because I'm just like, how do I explain this in Japanese? So we had to use like so many, look, I don't know if you guys can see. We had to use like so many pictures. I don't know how to explain like the halving, or I don't know how to explain just like dollar cost averaging in Japanese. So I have like a new goal, and we made it a goal. So I have 3 Japanese teachers, by the way. And so my new goal is learning how to explain crypto in Japanese. That's my next goal. So wish me luck, because then I explained it to Crazy Boy, and he got it. Like, he understood, because I asked him questions about it. He understands now about blockchain, crypto, and like, yeah, but he understands it in theory. He hasn't started yet. I've begun, okay, 6 minutes, almost at the end. Yeah. Ketchup is my jam. But I like that. Ketchup is my jam. Put that joint on. I discovered a group of young investors with an outlook that has reignited hope for humanity. Nice. Personally speaking, that is. How long did it take for you to learn Japanese? I'm not fluent in Japanese. I'm able to, whenever I'm like going to a different country, whatever, like I'm able to communicate. I can have conversations, but my grammar is shit. Sorry, Mom. My grammar is shit. Yeah, so even like when I'm speaking Spanish too, my Spanish is still better than my Japanese. When I'm speaking Spanish, when I'm speaking Japanese, I can use the language to talk about what I want to talk about, but I do not use colloquial terms because I don't know colloquial terms. So I'll usually use like explanations compared to just like a short term. So how long did it take me to learn that? Well, it's very difficult to say, because I only started using my Japanese so much recently, like these past 2 years. That's why I've been having more Japanese friends that don't speak any English. It's more like I've learned that Japanese even back in the US, but I just didn't use it. And many foreigners in Japan don't use the Japanese to like make Japanese friends. They stick in their little bubbles. So, yeah, so I don't know how to answer your question really. I'm still learning really, because like the knowledge is there, but because I didn't speak it so much, I don't know, but it's sticking now because I have more Japanese friends. I'm learning how to discover who owns which wallets and tracking a token along its full journey. Noise. Oh, actually, believe in yourself. Maybe like this is, I don't know. One of my favorite things to do is like checking people's wallets. I'm not, this sounds really bad. But like, yeah, I'll like, I don't know, it's just, I felt like I'm a spy or something like this. But it's just really interesting when, you know, when people like list their Bitcoin or Ethereum address or whatever, and you know you can check their wallet to see like, how much money do they have in there? And you can see like where they transferred it out there. So like, yeah, I I do that for fun. Jasmine, I remember one of the videos you said you made 6 figures. I was like, Zam, was that mommy? Yeah, I did, 100%. And with that, my little brother, mother, like, because I made like, this is why I believe so much in crypto, not just for the money aspect, but for the technology aspect as well. Because I was able to make so much money, like because the market is down, of course I lost some of that, but I'm also have it making money for me right now. But I was able to do so much. I was able to have so much like freedom because of that money. And this is why I feel like when people are winning, whether it's with investing, with crypto, or like real estate, or like with the business, I see so many people making videos of like how to make 6 figures, how to all this stuff, and they get so much flack for it. Just like, if you were really successful, why are you doing YouTube videos about it? It's because like crypto, like I realize how easy it is. It's so easy, and I see so many people struggling, and like there are risks, of course, but like I now understand like those videos that are teaching people how to create their own business and like how to make 6 figures, whatever, because like it really, after you just learn these things, it becomes easy, and you want the world to know. You really want the world to know. But when you tell people, and you're telling people this, they start to criticize you, saying just like, if you're so successful with it, then why are you making YouTube videos? Shouldn't you just be sticking to crypto? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, because of crypto, I was able to, my family does not travel. My immediate family does not have money, or didn't come from money at all. So because of crypto, I was able to go back to the US, visit my family, but I was also able to pay for my little brother to study in Germany. So that was like a huge feat. I was so happy. So yeah, my brother was in Berlin studying business. Not a university course, it was like a separate course, but yeah, that was a huge accomplishment for me. So of course, like I wanted him to do it, but like my selfish reason is just like, yeah, I don't know, but that was huge. Anyway, you have beautiful hair. How are you taking care of your hair in Japan? I don't use that many products on it. I just use water, and I have a few things from the States. But have you ever played any video games? Of course. I actually get easily addicted to video games. I had to stop. I was one of the World of Warcraft people that I would quit work, or like, yeah, I would take off of work for World of Warcraft. I would play World of Warcraft at work. In my university courses, I was playing like League of Legends, stuff like this. Like, so I made a promise to myself that I would stop playing video games until I could have a successful and stable business. And that's in Light Ties. I'm trying to make it more stable. Are you guys gonna help my dreams come true? Thank you guys. Anyway, I have to get going. Thank you all for being here. People are winning, they become more of themselves, and there is a joy in doing that. Yeah, believe in yourself. I 100% agree. 100% agree. Also, what are you in Japan for? Like the reason for work or school or anything like that? Right now I'm working. I have to have a job. I have to have a job here for my visa. But like, you'll meet like there's quite a few foreigners here, there's both types, here who have money, or they have like their own business, or they have their own thing going on, but getting a work visa in Japan is just like so much easier. So I know quite a few foreigners here who have money, and they have their own things going on, maybe from crypto. I've met these types of foreigners, but we need to work for our visa so we can stay in Japan. So I'm working, and then I'm also trying to grow in Light Ties, and then I have a registered business in Japan as well. So I'm just trying to be stable is my goal. I want to be stable in money, like fiat. I don't know if you guys are familiar with fiat like hard money. So like I have crypto, but I want to be stable in like the money that the government recognizes, you know? That's my goal. I really, really, really want that. Yeah, I have to go, guys. PC or console games? PC games. In Germany, uni is not considered the realm of the elites. It is for those who desire to become scholars and teachers to trade. Oh, no, he's not going. It wasn't for university. It was just a course. Not university course. It was separate. It was still like, yeah, you can use it for university, but it wasn't a university course. Goodbye, and please do answer the last few questions. Remember to do your iconic wave in case a live stream next week and hopefully same time. Yeah. Well, Jasmine, you're such a nerd. Take that back, Servo. I'm not a nerd. Okay, I think I answered the questions, right? Oh, hey, Jessica. Sorry, I have to leave now. Do you think I can do as your cousin did to get a visa? By the way, I'm not American, so it would be a bit hard. Khalil, you have to know someone in Japan. Yeah, you have to know someone. We had to give a lot of documents though, but I think you could if you knew someone, and if you know someone that you're blood related to. I think blood related. Take care. See you guys. Okay, see you guys. I hope this live stream was much better than last week's. I think I'm gonna be deleting last week's live streams because it was like so bad and I felt really bad. But thank you guys for being here. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Maybe I'm lowballing myself, but I really want to have like 20. No, yeah, let's do like 20,000 by the end of September. Can we do that? Can we do that? I have some really good videos coming up. I hope, if I can do the thumbnails. Okay, see you guys. I love you guys so much. See ya.